So I talked briefly about the deportation numbers, which you guys, I unveiled in the first segment. We've got new numbers. It's 236,000 deportations so far, many more to go, because you all have to go back. And
it's like watching the Jerry Lewis telethon. Right?
Yeah. We're hoping for way higher numbers, though, guys. But...
It'd be great if it's like, and now we're going live over to California, and they're like putting him in a trebuchet.
We got one more.
Bye, Jose. Bye, bro.
Derek, I said that I really want a what is it? What is the word that I'm thinking of? Thank you, Stephen. Catapult. I want to.
Trebuchet is better.
Is that what is that?
A trebuchet is one that goes.
Oh, so it like
catapult's just like but
it could harm them more.
Oh, you get a lot more distance on a trebuchet.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm in. So yeah, you put it on.
You can have both.
Why not both? You're right. I'm not going to be picky. You can choose. So tell me you wouldn't pay for this. As an American citizen who is concerned about the deportations and getting these illegal criminals out of our country, you've got a trebuchet and a catapult. And you can pay money to press the button that launches an illegal criminal across the border.
I pay $5 throwing a softball at a clown at a county fair to get him in the dunk tank. You tell me I wouldn't go ahead and just...
Of course you would, right?
Just fire cash at is it trebuchet?
Trebuchet.
That's what I was like, I don't know how to say that.
Okay. Catapult.
Is this a British thing?
And...
it's French.
And a wood chipper.
Yeah.
We need that one next to it too.
Yeah.
For like the really, really bad.
Do you know like Top Golf?
Yes.
You could have there's a wood chipper there, there's a wall there.
Yeah.
So you just... splat.
It depends what you hit. And you can wager on it, like on an app on your phone.
Sure.
To see where
and the money that is raised goes
to preborn.
Well, I was going to say
to help fund more ultrasounds.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, honestly. Or just funding the deportations.
New co-host. Okay, numbers going up. Keep going. Okay.
So they've got this, DHS is taking funds in large part, by the way, from FEMA's shelter and service program to build a facility for these illegals in Florida's Everglades. And I want to play Florida Attorney General explaining what exactly it is. Watch.
I call it Alligator Alcatraz.
Oh, I love it.
It's so this 30 square mile area is completely surrounded by the Everglades. Presents a efficient, low-cost opportunity to build a temporary detention facility because you don't need to invest that much in the perimeter. People get out, there's not much waiting for them other than alligators and pythons. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Within just 30 to 60 days after we begin construction, it could be up and running and could house as many as 1,000 criminal aliens. This presents a great opportunity for the state of Florida to work with Miami-Dade and Collier counties. Alligator Alcatraz, we're ready to go.
Everglades, Florida, baby. I love it.
The graphic alone is cool.
Isn't it so awesome?
You could just sell merch with the Alligator Alcatraz. Sure.
I would buy that. I see a reality show. I see a reality show in our future.
Yeah.
Who tries to leave the island?
You go try it.
Right.
If you can get past the 15-foot alligator, you can go. That's okay. You can make it back to Mexico.
Once you get past the 15-foot alligator, you got to get past a bunch of Florida rednecks. I've spent time in Central Florida, and I'm telling you, that's I'd play with the alligator before I'd play with the.
I mean, I remember when there was a report in President Trump's first term. You know, he had all these leaks and they were all designed to make him look incompetent or incapable of serving as president. And one of them was that he had asked, can we just build a moat? Or can we, what, Stephen, was it Mexico?
Yeah, I think he said he wanted a moat with crocodiles in it.
Yeah. And I was like, that's actually cool. I don't know. They were making fun of him. And I was like, tell me that's not outside the box. I think it's cool. Now it's kind of happening.
You got water, you got crocodiles, alligators, whatever. I say just tell the prisoners it's Disney and this is a new ride.
Like the Jungle Cruise?
Yes. Can we go in the water? Yes, you can.
And they don't speak English, so they won't even know. They'll just halfway understand you and be like, Mickey Mouse? Oh, okay.
Just make sure it's not an innocent Maryland father.
Yep, that's a good point.
And you know what, Sarah? I want to make a kind of serious but not serious point about this, especially
Eric's
with our
on.
esteemed guest here, because he will know this better than anybody. We had lost our sense of humor over the past 4 years, right? I don't mean us. I'm talking about the country was so depressed and so, like, wokeness kills comedy.
Yes.
Right? It absolutely kills it. You can't make fun of anyone. You can't say retard or anything like that, right?
Gay and retarded.
Gay and retarded. You can't say gay and retarded. And now it's back. It's gay and it's retarded. But now, like, I watched that and I'm like, we've regained our sense of humor because people are like, I am done with your bullshit. And you know what? I think, honestly, that this is a ramp up. If we want it, if we keep our foot on the accelerator, is that we're going to have an 80s style revival again. Because it was the same thing under the Carter administration where everyone was depressed, everyone was miserable. You know, they were like, where's America going? Reagan comes in, turns it all around. We have this massive explosion of culture, right? Great movies come out, great music. I don't know if we're going to be able to rectify that. But then we had a spate of, like, great comics coming out throughout that period of time, right? We could laugh at ourselves. And something like this that we just watched is exactly that. I mean, it's true, right? They're going to do it, but it's also, like, it's funny. We're allowed to laugh at the fact that we're going to put a bunch of criminals in the middle of a swamp and good luck.
Yeah.
I think that's hilarious, to be honest.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
And I will say, I think just the sense of humor of just people in general, even in the comedy shows that I've done over the course of the past 6 months. And even I do a lot of shows with Dave Landau quite often too. And, you know, seeing his crowd come out to the shows where they just generally are like, you know, bring it. Say whatever you want to say. And then even now, even the shows that I do where I'm not working with Dave, just people seem to have just a much less of an attitude when you say things that are a little more, that would have gotten you not necessarily canceled,
right?
But just where somebody in a comedy club would stand up and yell and just, you know, act the fool.
Yeah.
You don't see that.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing that as much.
I love that. I love that. Comedy's back, baby. I love when someone tries to tell me that they're going to report me to my employer. I'm like, oh, I wish you would.
That's funny.
I'm uncancelable, baby. If I was, they would have done it a long time ago. So on this Alligator Alcatraz, I'm sure that the left will come back and say, but it's expensive. It's like $450 million a year they're saying to maintain. However, if you contrast that to, say, the Roosevelt Hotel over in New York City, that they were housing all of these illegals, you know, you had the Biden administration teaming up with the Pakistani government, which is a little strange. Yeah. A little strange.
That's a good pairing.
A little strange there. They housed an estimated 232,000 illegals over 2 years. That just cost New York City taxpayers about $575,000 a night. A night. A night. So, and by the way, these were human traffickers, child abusers, gang members.
Going up.
Yeah.
Insurance going up because
Lincoln Riley's killer there.
Yep.
So,
well, and crime being committed in the hotels. I mean, where they were talking about people being, you know, raped in the stairwells, and just the, you know, rampant drug use and so forth. So
not being able to go in. Do you see some of that video?
Yeah, they can't do anything.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. I'm just saying good news abounds because I saw this on Polymarket today. They tweeted out that the United States is on track to lose, this is how they phrase it, lose more immigrants than it gains for the first time in 50 years.
Can I just say, that actually pisses me off, though, because they always say immigrants. They don't say illegals.
Yeah.
And that is by design.
Of course.
Really, really frustrates me. By the way, if they complain about the $450 million it's going to cost, we sent them to El Salvador, and you didn't want that, did you?
Right.
So take your pick, El Salvador or Alligator Heaven. I'm going to start calling it. Yeah. Alligator Heaven.
And that is a vast stretch of nothing down there in Florida.
Yeah.
In the Everglades.
Have you been there?
There is. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I haven't been
I've gone through the Everglades and, you know, on Alligator Alley. That stretches from Naples.
And you like ride the boat and see all the alligators?
You can do the airboats down there, but even there's the highway, I-75, which cuts right which cuts right across there.
You see the alligators, there's some ponds there, right?
No.
Yeah, there's fences, and you can see like where the alligator, well, what happened was they had to expand the roadway because years and years ago, it was just literally like a 2-lane highway.
Oh, wow.
And there was no fencing or anything. So alligators would come across, and you're going 65, 70 miles an hour, and the alligators are undefeated with you in a Camry and the alligator. Alligator wins every single time. So they finally put up high fences, but you can look through the fences as you're driving. You see the alligators and stuff like that out there. Well, then people, again, they talk about pythons because people get pythons for pets. They're not indigenous to the Florida Everglades at all.
And they let them go.
So, because they can't handle it because pythons grow.
Because they're pythons.
Yes. No one went on Google and said, hey.
Right. What does this grow into?
Yeah,
a giant snake.
It ate my kid. I should probably take it maybe to the pet store. No, let me screw up an ecosystem.
Yep. If you like this clip and you want to see the full episode, click here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, come on, you know you do. Click here.